Hello and welcome to you, crypto investors. In this video, I will present who owns the most Bitcoin. So, let's start. Careful. I'm not a financial consultant. Everything I do is out of passion to share with you information about the crypto market. So, let's let him go. Hodlers in Wales. Who owns the most Bitcoin in 2022 is the question that if we know the answer and do a more detailed research, we will succeed and invest when the market is down and sell when the market is up. While the Bitcoin blockchain is public, knowing who owns the most Bitcoin in 2022 isn't as simple as it should be. Here's what we know. One of the main features of the Bitcoin blockchain is its transparency. Bitcoin lets anyone see every transaction that has ever been made on its network and check the balance of every address out there. Because of this transparency, we're able to know who owns the most Bitcoin, BTC. In 2022, Thomas Profumo, head of business operations and strategy at Kraken, spoke to Cointelegraph regarding companies' cryptocurrency holdings. All companies should have an open mind towards Bitcoin, but they should consider what represents the best interests of their shareholders. At Kraken, we hold cryptocurrencies as a treasury asset. It's important to look at who owns the most BTC, as the cryptocurrency supply is limited to 21 million coins. In February, Kim Grauer, director of research at blockchain forensics firm Chainalysis, told Cointelegraph that an estimated 3.7 million BTC have been lost, effectively deflating the cryptocurrency's circulating supply. Experts estimate that as Bitcoin's adoption rises, demand for it will skyrocket. As 3.7 million coins are estimated to be lost and a significant amount is being held on-chain by early investors, what may follow is a supply shock. Such a shock could only materialize if demand skyrockets in the future. Those who own the most Bitcoin are set to greatly benefit from such a shock. Moreover, a significant supply being held by one entity is seen as a risk because if that entity ends up selling its war chest on the market, it could lead to a significant downside. Profumo added that Kraken also offers employees the option to take as much of their salary in crypto as they would like via a payroll solution we call Sidemoon. He added that a significant number of Kraken's employees take advantage of the solution. Public companies are estimated to have a total of 268,271 BTC, equivalent to over 1.27% of Bitcoin's total supply. Over the years, however, several private companies have also revealed they hold BTC. The private companies with the largest amounts of BTC are the firm behind the ASIO software Block.one, which holds 140,000 BTC, the Tezos Foundation, which holds 17,500 BTC, and Stone Ridge Holdings Group, with 10,000 BTC. MassMutual comes next, with 3,500 BTC. In total, private companies reportedly have 202,068 BTC. Speaking to Cointelegraph, Bill Barrett, CEO of crypto investment firm Abra, noted companies should invest in BTC, but opt for the right size for their treasuries. Market added, companies with a long-term time horizon should consider putting even more of their liquid assets into Bitcoin and Ethereum. The CEO revealed Abra holds Bitcoin by likening it to companies known to have invested in the cryptocurrency, including Tesla. Per his words, as accounting rules in the United States are fixed and modernized, it will become even easier to replicate what companies like these are doing. Countries that own the most Bitcoin. There are several countries holding Bitcoin as well. Most have gotten their hands on the flagship cryptocurrency by seizing it, but these holdings are often quickly sold in auctions to private investors. El Salvador is the country holding the most Bitcoin, with 2,301 BTC in its treasury. The country adopted the cryptocurrency as legal tender in September 2021 and has invested in it numerous times. It's planning on creating a Bitcoin city, using power from a volcano. In April 2022, Finland was reported to be holding 1,981 BTC confiscated during criminal investigations, with plans to auction off the funds later on in the year. At the time of writing, no report suggesting the funds have been auctioned emerged. Ukrainian civil servants have provided data through Open Databot showing they have owned a total of 46,351 BTC as of April 5, 2021. These declarations came as property disclosure requirements imposed on public officials, meaning they're the holdings of individuals and not the government itself. Similarly, Georgian parliament members are said to collectively hold 66 BTC, although the funds belong to private individuals and not the government. Bitcoin fund holdings. Cryptocurrency investment funds allow investors to gain exposure to their underlying assets without dealing with them. In practice, this means gaining exposure to a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin without having to deal with public or private keys. Funds add more Bitcoin in response to investor inflows and divest of their holdings as investors withdraw. The largest fund holding Bitcoin is Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, which has 643,572 BTC, equivalent to over 3% of the cryptocurrency's circulating supply. Next is CoinShares, which holds around 42,980 BTC through XBT providers' exchange-traded products. Ahead of this month's crypto market sell-off, the Purpose Bitcoin ETF was the largest exchange-traded fund by BTC holdings. The sell-off saw the fund's holdings drop from 47,818 BTC to 23,307 BTC between June 16 and 17, a staggering 51% drop. The fund's holdings are still estimated to be above those of 3iQ's CoinShares Bitcoin ETF, which has an estimated 12,115 BTC. Largest individual Bitcoin holdings. Bitcoin addresses are pseudonymous, which means that while we easily see what addresses have the most Bitcoin in them, we can only identify who's behind each one through extensive blockchain analysis, or if the entity behind them comes forward. Data from BitInfo charts shows that the top Bitcoin wallets belong to cryptocurrency exchanges, which means they hold the assets of various users who choose custody of their funds on exchanges. Data shows there are 5 Bitcoin addresses, with between 100,000 and 1 million BTC in them. 4 of these have been identified and belong to exchanges. Having said that, dear crypto investors, be very careful where you get your information from. Do the research from several sources and buy when the market is falling and sell when the market is rising. For more information and news about the crypto market, take a look at the other clips I've posted. You will find their free information about things that cost money. So, dear investor, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video to encourage me to continue and deliver you the latest and most important news from the cryptocurrency market. Leave in the message section which cryptocurrencies you want us to discuss in future clips. Your opinion matters. Until next time, keep making money.